My name is Megan Henry. I'm the Director of Lifespan Spiritual Growth and Religious Education at Mount Vernon Unitarian Church. I oversee all of the religious education programming from the youngest kids all the way up through the adults. I'm the program director, so I coordinate all of the volunteers, as well as just the nitty-gritty details of running a craft table on the day of an event. My skills that I use in my job at the church are also the same kinds of skills that I use in roller derby. My roller derby name is Overreaction. I really enjoy being involved with the league, and it's an amazing group of women who get so much done, and they're just doing it because of their love of the sport, so I really feel inspired being around them.
I put in maybe 10 or 12 hours a week on skates and maybe 20 hours a week off of skates, and then I have a real job as a computer nerd.
Roller derby, as much as it is about competition, it is also about working together with your teammates. My husband is the mascot of my team, so he comes out on bout day and he's very, very supportive.
I'm Beelzebubba, the mascot of the two-time championship DC Demon Cats, and I'm the husband of Overreaction. Every time she goes out there, I'm like, no injuries. You understand? No injuries.
We fall down a lot when we play roller derby. Sometimes people break things. Sometimes we get hurt.
I've had several minor injuries. I also had a separated shoulder.
I broke my leg playing roller derby. I broke it in half. It was a really bad break.
A couple of sprains, a few ligament tears, and one broken ankle.
I do worry about her. She's not one of the younger players. She is one of the prettiest.
He never complains. He never says anything about, well, why aren't you home more? Or we can't do enough things together because you're doing roller derby. He's never said that.
My son would be on the sidelines and he'd be like, that's my mom.
I have a wonderful, supportive girlfriend who is very, very patient with me never being home.
I have some other hobbies. I love to knit, and I also really like to read.
I don't have time for hobbies outside of roller derby.
I spend a lot of time with my son, and his hobbies are my hobbies.
I don't really do anything else.
Mostly my life is work and roller derby. There's really not much time for anything else. This has really taught me what it means to be a part of a team. Just bond with a group of people that are all striving towards the same thing.
I'm not afraid of much anything anymore.
I'm a lot less angry during the day.
I have noticed that since she's gotten involved in roller derby, some of the vocabulary that she uses is a little bit more extreme than I used to expect from her. And she said a couple of things that I can't repeat, just kind of off the cuff, that I've been like, whoa, where did that come from? You must have picked that up from one of those awful roller girls and their potty mouths.
What happens after I stop skating? I go out to pasture and I die.
I don't know what's going to happen.
I'm pretty sure that when I retire from playing roller derby, I'll stay involved in some way.
We've got girls that are like 20 all the way up to 50. So I mean, who's to say there is going to be a time after.
After I do this, I don't know, take up rugby? I don't know. Something.
I moved here for my job. All I was doing was working on my job and not really meeting people, so it was very nice for me to get out.
She works at a church in the daytime, then she becomes Overreaction at night.
I think it still, in many ways, fulfills that same need for me. It gets me out of the space of thinking about work. It gets me off of my computer, and it gets me out being active and just living in the moment. When I'm playing roller derby, when I'm at a practice, I am just in that moment.